she was never lost. Eala reunites with dog missing for 14 years. It was a crisp Saturday morning in Quezon City. The sunlight streaming across Alexandra, Ella's childhood home. Despite her hectic professional tennis schedule, she had returned to the Philippines for a short break, a rare chance to reconnect with family, friends, and the memories of a life before the international spotlight. She stepped into the backyard, stretching after a morning run, and froze. Something was different. There at the edge of the garden stood a golden retriever, old, frail, yet unmistakably familiar. Alex's heart skipped. Mom is that her mother's eyes brimmed with tears. Alex? I think it is Max, Alexander's childhood dog, missing for 14 years. Thought lost forever. Paw. Prince's memories of Max had been her companion from the moment Alexandra could walk. The golden retriever had been her shadow during backyard practices, her confidant after tough matches, and the first friend she ever truly loved. When Max disappeared one rainy evening in 2011, Alexander was just 13 years old. Posters were printed, neighbors scoured the streets, and even local media covered the story. Weeks turned into months, months into years, and yet Max never returned. Though Alexander's tennis career soared, internationally winning titles and breaking barriers for Filipino athletes, she carried a quiet ache, a memory of a friend who had vanished without explanation. He was my first real teammate, she once told a reporter. He understood me in ways no one else did. Love letter, the mysterious return. Max's return was nothing short of miraculous, frail yet dignified. He approached Alexandra slowly, eyes reflecting the bond they once shared. Around his neck, a small metal locket shimmered in the morning sun. Inside was a note, handwritten, fading but legible, to the family of this brave dog. I found Max wandering near San Pablo years ago. He became part of our family, and we cared for him deeply. He never forgot you, and he made the journey home when the time was right. With love. Rosa. Alexander's hands trembled. She looked into Max's eyes, which seemed to recognize every memory they had shared. She was never lost. Alexander whispered, tears streaming down her face. Dove, a reunion at stop time. Neighbors, curious in the sudden commotion, gathered around. Smartphones were raised, but Alexandra barely noticed. All she could see was Max. All she could feel was 14 years of love and waiting collapsing into a single heartbeat. She knelt, her face inches from Max's, and whispered stories he could no longer hear, but somehow understood. Memories of her childhood, victories and defeats, laughter and tears, all shared with him once again. Max laid down beside her, resting his head on her lap. The years melted away. Globe showing Europe, Africa, the world reacts. Word of the reunion spread quickly, captivating hearts worldwide. Headlines read, Alexandra Eala reunites with childhood dog after 14 years. The golden bond. Max returns to his first family. A miracle in Quezon City. Eala and Max reunited. Fans shared tears. Messages and artwork of Alexandra and Max together. Even international tennis. Stars like Coco Gauff and Rafael Nadal acknowledge a story praising the enduring bond between a girl and her dog. Social media hashtags such as hashtag Maxism and hashtag Eala Reunion trended globally, with millions reacting to the story of loyalty, patience, and love. House with garden stories from the past. Alexander spent hours recounting memories of Max with her family. The first time Max chased a tennis ball into the neighbor's yard. Nights spent under her bed when she had nightmares. Rainy Days where he'd sit quietly beside her, keeping her company as she practiced. Serves. Her mother, Riza, smiled through tears. Even when he disappeared, I knew he would come back. He belonged. Here, Alexander nodded. I think he wanted to remind us that love never truly leaves. Sparkling heart. The note. That changed everything. The note from Rose became a focal point of public fascination. Rose had cared for Max for over a decade, giving him love, shelter, and companionship. She described how Max would perk up at the sight of tennis, balls as though remembering his original family. Eventually, as he grew older, Rosa understood he longed to return. He led me here yesterday. Rosa wrote, I think he knows it's time to go home. The note revealed the depth of Max's journey, capturing hearts and leaving many in tears. It was proof that loyalty transcends years, distance, and circumstance. Dog-faced lessons in love and loyalty. Alexander reflected on what Max's return meant. He waited for the right moment. She said, even after 14 years, he found his way back. It's a reminder that love, true love, never disappears. It just waits. She shared the story with her followers, encouraging others to never give up hope on missing loved ones, human or animal. Fans responded with their own stories of lost pets, long-lost friends, and miracles of reunion. Max became a symbol of patience, resilience, and enduring bonds. Tennis inspiration for the future. Alexander's connection with Max inspired her to take action. She founded the Max Project, a nonprofit dedicated to rescuing and rehabilitating lost or abandoned animals in the Philippines. The project also provided therapy programs for children, connecting them with animals to teach compassion, responsibility, and emotional resilience. Max taught me loyalty. Alexander said at the foundation's launch, through this project, I want to share that lesson with the world. The initiative quickly gained support from fans, celebrities, and animal welfare organizations internationally, newspaper, media spotlight, and documentary. Within months, a documentary titled Homeward Bound, Alexander and Max chronicled the miraculous reunion. Archival footage showed Alexander as a young girl playing tennis in the yard with Max. Then the footage transitioned to the emotional return 14 years later, complete with interviews from Alexandra, her family, and Rosa. The documentary went viral, capturing millions of views and winning awards at international film festivals. Critics praised it as a heartwarming testament to love, loyalty, and invisible threads that bind us to those we cherish. Candle public reaction and impact. Fans from all over the world shared artwork, letters, and donations to the Max Project. Schools invited Alexander to speak about the lessons she learned from Max patience, hope, and unconditional love. Social media users wrote, Max's story reminds us to never lose faith, sparkles a circle of love. Years later, Alexander adopted a new golden retriever puppy from her foundation. Playful, curious, and full of energy, she named him Hope. Max showed me that love never really leaves us. Alexander said, with Hope, I feel that same connection, the same reminder to cherish every moment. Rookie would later join her on tour, bringing joy to fans worldwide. But Max's memory remained at the center of her heart. Dove epilogue. She was never lost. The story of Alexander, Eala, and Max transcends sport. It is a tale of patience in the face of loss, faith in the invisible bonds of love, the enduring loyalty between human and animal. Max was never lost. He was waiting for the right moment, the right home, the right person, and When he returned, he reminded the world of something simple yet profound. Love. True love always finds its way home. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share.